Well, buying a bike in 2021 or 2022, one of the high-end bikes that is you're going to see hydro disc brakes on the bike. And the most popular group set on the market is Shimano. So if you've got yourself a Shimano high-end road group set with disc brake bikes, you're going to have to come back to the bike shop at some stage to get the brake service because the pads are going to wear. And that's where you can end up having a problem. Now, the problem is, when you go back to the bike shop, what's going to happen is the person who works in the shop is going to say, hey, look, it's great, you brought your bike back in for service and it needs some new brake pads, but unfortunately, we haven't got any and we can't get any if you want Shimano ones. So if you want to keep it like a full Shimano group set and put the Shimano parts onto the hydro brake system, we can't get them, and we haven't been able to get them for months, if not years. So this is where you're going to have a problem, and you're going to have to move away from a genuine Shimano part to an aftermarket part. Now, you might be someone who likes to run the same gear that you've bought or you've had on your bike, and you're worried about warranty and all that sort of stuff. But it does create a problem because you've got this whole new bike when they're pushing disc brake bikes, and Shimano cannot even support the group sets currently. You can't get the parts. And reports have come in from mechanics who service these bikes saying that they've had pads from Shimano for the higher-end group sets that fit on Dura-Ace, Ultegra and 105. They just can't get them, and they can't. It's not just a matter of months, it's actually been years. One mechanic actually reported that he's ordered them in April in 2021 and he still hasn't received stock from that order yet. So it's a real problem, and the only thing he's been able to offer his clients is a aftermarket part. So this creates a real problem for disc brake owners because even though they may have the latest and greatest, you just can't upkeep the latest and greatest. If you can't get pads for your bike, then you're really, really stuck. And I don't know if Shimano is going to support their warranties if you're using non-genuine parts for the warranty period. That is something probably I'll see if I can find some information about that and get back to you on another video. But it is a little bit of a worry in the bike industry. We can be spending $10,000, $15,000 US and we can't even keep the bike on the road. Literally can't keep the bike on the road because the manufacturers cannot support their product basically as a consumable product that is fitted to the bike and is designed to be replaced at interval periods due to it's a wearing component. It's designed to wear, so you can then have to replace it so the disc lasts longer. So instead of the disc wearing, the pad wears, and then you change that so the disc lasts some multiple fitments of the pads on the bike. So in conclusion, I don't have a problem with Shimano as a product in general, apart from their cranks, which have had some premature failures. And we can go on Instagram and look at that, and where they say thanks Shimano, and you can see all of those cranks that have failed. But apart from that, Shimano is a pretty good product. It's got a long reputation of being a good product. It operates great. Their Di2 works well, and all those sorts of things. But the biggest problem here is Shimano, if they can't deliver their pads in a period of over a year, that is just unacceptable. If you're selling a product, the people that have bought the product need to be supported first. If someone hasn't bought the product, they may still have an older product, or then you say, look, we can't supply that because we can't support the servicing of that product. If once you start using it, it's like buying a car and then you take it in for the first service and they go, oh, we can't service it and you can't drive it because we can't get the parts to keep it on the road. It's just insane. I mean, and that's what they're saying to bicycle owners. So I think that this is pretty poor from Shimano, and Shimano really need to lift the game here because the pads are a safety, but you can't ride a bike without pads. Where you can you can ride a bike without brakes, but it's not a legal vehicle anymore. And obviously there's a huge safety issue with riding a bike without pads. Okay, you can put some aftermarket ones, but you know, not everyone wants to go and put aftermarket parts on their bike when they've spent $15,000, and you know, you want to keep the same products on your bike that you've bought. You don't want to have to be changing things out to different manufacturers, and even then we don't know if it's going to affect the warranty. Okay guys, leave your comments down below. What do you think of this problem with Shimano not being able to provide consumer products once they've bought the bike and bought the group set, and they can't supply those parts that wear out? What do you think about that? Leave your comments down below, and also smash that like button, because it'd be really appreciated and helps push the video out into the YouTube world. And ring that bell and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. That'd be really appreciated. Okay guys, that's where I'm going to leave it, and I'll see you next vid. Cheers.